บรรยายเรื่อง Relay and Deduplication Technology นะคะเอาละ
So I'm going to run fast. So please bear with me with the pace I'm presenting. So let's get back. Let's look at some of the challenge regarding virtual machine backup. The first one is we performed a survey recently, actually in last year. 2/3 of the customers' environment, 2/3, if they have virtual machine running, whether it's Hyper-V or VMware, they do not perform any backup. Okay? The second challenge is it is too easy to create a virtual machine. Okay? If you have a single VM image, make it into a template, you make slight changes, and then you create another new VM image. The storage for VM or virtual environment is going to be increasing hugely. The third challenge is we do not want to manage two backup tools, one for physical machine and another one for virtual environments. We want to be able to use one single tool to back up physical and virtual. And also, if you look at your own environment, it's probably true for your environment. Over 70% of the data, they are duplicated. Okay, so that means they're not unique. And most of these informations have not been accessed or they have not been touched for more than 90 days. Imagine if you look at your mailbox, you probably have a lot of email items that have not been read or touched or accessed for more than 3 months, but they're still there. We need a way to save your environment of increasing storage costs. So we're going to talk about these investments. The first one, the virtualization-centric backup, or what we mean by Unite. Okay, physical and virtual all combined into one single offering. So how do we actually simplify the user experience? We change the BackupExec user interface from a job-centric to a server-centric user experience. In the past, if you go into your BackupExec console, you have a lot of backup jobs. Full backup, incremental backups, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, by looking at that list of backup jobs, you are not able to tell whether my server is protected or not. That's the problem. We change the user experience from a job-centric to a server-centric so that with a single glance, I will be able to tell whether my server is backed up or not, whether the backup is full or whether it has never been backed up, just on the same UI. So this is your server-centric UI. You're gonna be seeing all individual server. And next to that server, you have a status saying it's been backed up. The backup is full or it has never been backed up. In the past, you won't be able to tell this information by looking at all individual jobs. Okay? And the second concept we introduced in BE 2012 is the as stages. Okay? We took the backup policy concept. In the past, you had to define multiple backup policies, full backup followed by incremental backup or differential backup, and then you assign servers to that policies. Now, what you have to do is to add stages. So, for example, by default, all your backup will go to a backup disk. And then you can add or introduce another stage that says, I want to back the same information to tape. And then I could add another stage saying, I want to make conversions to a virtual machine. So that's what we mean by add stages. So why do we want to make the changes? The first one, the design philosophy behind all these changes are, we're trying to show you less options. When you go to your backup exec console, you'll be presented with less options. Only the related options or tasks will be presented. This is your old backup exec. Imagine all the task options and all the individual unrelated options that you're being presented. This is your new backup exec. Okay? It's key, straightforward. You will be able to see all servers in your environment. A single line will be able to tell you it's been backed up. When will it be backed up the next time? Okay? This is your existing backup exec. You have all these options, and most of them, I would say, they are pretty much unrelated or irrelevant. In the new UI, you'll be only presented with the task for backup and restore. If you go to storage, you'll be presented with all your disk, tape, and media configurations. Only the options that you should see. So, if I choose my server, which is a SQL server, to be backed up, by default, I do not have to make any selections. I will have all the graph loader, all SQL database, and the settings, the system state of this machine selected. For me to be able to perform a SDR later. And the default setting will give you a full followed by an incremental backup. Of course, you can go to edit and make changes if you do not like that settings. Default is full backup followed by incremental. So if you go to storage, all your backup except this storage, tape storage, and all media set will be shown in one single UI as well. So how do we add stages? If you click on that add stages, by default, when you click backup, the data will be backed up to this. Stage 2, you can add a new stage to copy the same data to tape. And then after that tape backup, you can add another stage to back up to virtual P2V. You can perform a P2V by using that add stage button. So you just